Hello everyone, and welcome to our ninth Teachín Ceoil live concert this month. Leanne's back, so we're celebrating the change of seasons.
And a year in the house too.
Yeah, this is a year.
This month is 1 year. Yeah. Anyway, let's see.
So a lot of these tunes are Leanne brought back from her
summer
excursion.
So I escaped the summer in LA to go to Port Townsend, Washington, and so many of the tunes that I contributed to this were things that I brought back from Lizzie's summer playlist. And I just wanted to give a shout out to all the great musicians in Port Townsend, and thanks so much for all the music that we were able to have at socially distant sessions. And I was really grateful for it. So
without further ado, yeah, let's jump on in.
session tune called The Trip to Athlone. And then the second one is Currants for Cakes and Raisins for Everything, which vies for the title of best tune name ever. Written by Anne Conroy Burke and recorded by a lot of people because it's really good tune and the name is awesome.
Good baking advice.
Yeah, and good baking advice
very
too.
seasonal.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. The second set that we're going to play is a set of reels, and the first one is called Billy Brockers, and it's so synonymous with the playing of Mary Bergin that they just call it Mary Bergin's now. Although I don't think it's on either one of her major recordings, but it's the first tune I ever heard her play in Boston at the Gaelic Roots Festival in Boston in 1990 something or other, long time ago. But anyway, so that's Billy Brockers or Mary Bergin's, and then the second one is Martin Wynne's number 3, and then the third one is I believe it's a newly composed tune by Louise Mulcahy called Early Breakfast.
It's a nice chilly morning here, so we're definitely running on hot tea.
Yeah, and it feels kind of fall even in Southern California, doesn't it? Yeah.
And all these little leaves, they're all from within a block of our little house.
Right.
So
we
do
proved-
get fall here.
We proved it, right? We proved fall.
holiday that comes around here is Halloween. And that passed at the end of last month, but you know, I didn't get to play a tune for it, so I'm going to play a couple of tunes for it now. This first tune is The Haunted House. It's a very common session tune. Normally played in G, but a very, very long time ago I got a workshop from Vincent Griffin, and he taught this tune in A with fun little bits on the high string that make it sound like there are screams in this haunted house. So it's very appropriate. So the Screaming Haunted House. And the second tune is called Dark Corners, and I got this off of a James Kelly CD long ago and forgot it and relearned it recently. So The Haunted House and Dark Corners. Very dark.
Well, next we're going to play a couple of hornpipes, and the first one is called The Low Lights on the Corrib, and I got it from lovely Port Townsend fiddle player Gina McMather, and I just love this tune, and it's an Eddie Kelly tune. And the second one is called The Circus, and I got that from playing with Dave Lewicki, Port Townsend fiddle player as well. And I also understand that it can be found on Brendan Mulvill's CD. And both of them are just, I just love them both. All right. So, Low Lights on the Corrib and The Circus. And cold whistles. Townsend. And the first one is called Music in the Glen, just a nice, good session tune. And then the second one is the Providence. And as I was kind of reading up on this tune, it looks like the provenance of the Providence is a little bit contested, but generally attributed to John McGrath from Rossport in Mayo. And so that, I guess that's what sometimes it's called, the Rossport reel. And then he originally called it the Bag of Oats, which is a perfectly fine name for a tune. But it got its name, the Providence, later on when Michael Coleman and Lad O'Byrne were on a train trip to a wedding gig in Providence, Rhode Island, when they forgot the name of this tune, so it got renamed.
So music in the Glen and the Providence. make an attempt at playing Dónal Óg, which is one of the big songs that's sung frequently, and it seems like everyone's sung it and everyone has a slightly different version. So I've been wanting to learn this song for years and years and years, and every time I made the attempt, my head exploded and I gave up. This time around, I had some assistance from good friends across the water. Two of my dear friends over in Ireland sent me versions of this lovely song in Irish, which is key thing here. I originally heard it sung by a good friend, Maura Smiley, years and years ago here. She used to sing it rather frequently, but she sang the English translation of it. So I have all these conflicting versions in my head. We'll see what actually comes out at the moment. So it's still in the fermentation process in my head. So we'll see how this goes here. Songs there is, sung from the perspective of a very young woman who's absolutely in love with Dónal Óg, and he leaves across the water without her, leaves across the ocean without her, and he was meant to take her with him, and they were engaged, and he left without her.
And it sounds like it.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking, but you know,
beautiful.
I love the song. I'll keep working on it. Give me about a year, and it'll all come together. All right, so we're going to continue on with a few slip jigs. Just because slip jigs are fine. These are ones we like. And then the first one is "My Mind Will Never Be Easy," which is very appropriate to that last song. And there's the Humours of Whiskey. The Cure for such things.
The Cure.
And the Humours of Derrykissane. That's just a nice slip jig. So, sorry. No worries. Tea is essential. Your slip jigs here. So we have Thanksgiving here in a couple of days on Thursday, and so I put a little set together that is inspired by Thanksgiving. The first tune is called The Night of the Feast. It was written by Jack Halting. He wrote it in G. I'm going to play it in F, just because it kind of sits well that way, and it fits great. The second tune is called The Pleasures of Home. So obviously we're in a pandemic, and a lot of people are zooming in for the feast. For Thanksgiving, we'll be sitting here at our table with a little screen open, on a Zoom call with family members. So The Pleasures of Home, which we'll experience next year, which is a very kind of minery and dark sounding tune. I got this out of O'Neill's. So apparently there's some family drama there. I don't know. Anyway, the last tune is A Little Bag of Spuds, because if you're going to have a feast, you gotta have Spuds. Gotta have Spuds. Alright, so The Night of the Feast, The Pleasures of Home, and A Little Bag of Spuds. with a couple of Borgency sort of thingy things. So I learned these from a fellow who learned these from Patrick Orso. And he learned them in F, and so I learned them in F. And then I later found out that they're both commonly played in G. And I learned them under the name of Joe Bands and Joe Bands. And I later found out that they have far more interesting names. So the first one is called The Hen and All Her Broth, which kind of goes off that whole feast thing.
Yeah.
And then the second one has a few names, but Bonny Scotland seemed to be the most common. And it's sometimes played with Highland, and sometimes played with barn dance, and whatnot. But anyway, I learned them as kind of sneaky little hornpipes in F. So maybe I learned them, so yay.
continue on with a set of 3 jigs. These are 3 really good commonly known jigs that also have the names of really good commonly known reels. From the mind of Dave Lewicki, who put this great set together. And the first one is called Wheels of the World, the second one is the Scartaglen, and the third one is the Hollybush. And I love all 3 of them. Let's see. Okay. Scartaglen, and the Humours.
I'm going to play a couple of marches now. I decided to learn marches just kind of randomly a little while ago, and realized that, you know, there are a lot of tunes that I kind of have played before in sessions and things like that, but I never actually learned properly and don't really know anything about them. So these are a couple of marches that fall under that category. The first one is called the Halting March, which is kind of a funny concept. It's also called the Pikeman's March, but that's the name of a different march altogether. So the Halting March. And the second one is the Old Crossroads. And the first one has kind of an odd structure to it. The second part is longer but not repeated. And then the second tune is like standard structure, but apparently is commonly used for dances. So, yeah, the Halting March and the Old Crossroads.
concertina tunes in new keys. So this one is G minor and A, which both were really challenging. The first reel is called The Nervous Man, and I got it from the playing of Adele Fox. And the second one is called My Love is Fair and Handsome, and that one's in A, and I got it from the playing of Teachín Ceoil. And so I'm calling this my concertina power woman set.